Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be doing a review of the LEGO Speed Champion set 76916, which is the Porsche 963. It's the Le Mans 24 hours version as well, which makes it quite cool. But before we go further, I'd like to thank Richard Stather and Jorn Engelland. Thank you, Richard Stather, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel, very much appreciated, and I hope you hang around. And for Jorn, thank you for Jorn. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Sorry, I apologise. My pronunciation is incorrect. But thank you very much for your question, and I have answered your question on the on YouTube directly to you. But if anyone else who is interested, he was asking about one of these Star Wars creatures that I brought. It's a custom one, and you can usually get them off Wish or Temu quite easily. But I've got a Lego man that I use on a market that I go to quite often, and he always seems to have some good stuff. And he picks up stuff like this, and you can get it at a good price. Instead of giving your bank details to some of these sites, because some of these sites they're not all bad, but it's a lot safer if you're buying directly from somewhere. If you're buying directly, and you get it straight in your hand as well, you haven't got to wait 2 weeks or wait 2 months and then suddenly get the post and go, oh, I forgot about that. So, but that's another story. But we'll get back to this. This is the Porsche 963 Le Mans edition. Le Mans. I should know that. I'm a bit of a petrol myself. So, as you can see, you've got that. You've got that, and that is actually quite good. So this is the box, and there was a sheet of stickers like this with it, which was quite good. And this is the car itself. It's not a bad build. It's reasonably. I would like to say it's reasonably solid, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's as solid as I would like. And it's a very unforgiving build if you make a mistake on it. If you watch the build video, you'll know what I mean. Because I made a few mistakes on it, and then had to work my way around them, like fixing these bits here. But I have got around that problem, and I have fixed it now for this, and I've fixed it now for the other video. I mean, overall, it is quite nice. The cockpit has some doors on it which don't really open, which I do think. I know they're there for effect, but because they don't open, you think, why bother putting them on there? I presume the doors, normally these bits come off and stuff like that on the real car. And it's a racing car as well, so racing cars generally don't have doors, so I can let that one pass. You've got some nice details on the mirrors here and stuff like that. So you've got the alloys, sports alloys on it, which is very nice. The spoiler is good. Maybe some Porsche stickers on the side would have been good, but then again, this is stickered up to the max anyway. You've got the Porsche logo on the front there. The stickering does make it, but again, it'd be nice if it's a shame Lego can't just print the pieces and then just try and do something else with them. But unfortunately, they won't do that, because then when it comes to stock inventory, it becomes stock, and then they can't use these red plates again, because they are too unique. And then someone will say, "What are you recycling pieces again?" So I'm probably onto a losing argument there. But it does look alright. The cockpit is very basic in it, to be honest with you. There's nothing in it apart from a steering wheel and a seat. But that is another. It would have been nice if they could put a little maybe like a double cheese piece in there with a control panel on it, because they have got lots of bits they could use for that. The driver is quite good, because the driver does have Porsche Motorsport on the back and his front of his body, which is quite good. The legs are good. He's got his black gloves on, he's got his hair, he's got the standard spanner you get with these sets as well. The spanner does have its uses. I'm not sure if they show you the wheel change on it. You can put different spokes on it as well. You've got 2 different sets of alloys you can put on it. You've got these 5-spoke alloys as well you can put on it, just by using the spanner, and he says optimistically, you can pull them off like that and then put a 5-spoke on there instead, which, depending on you, that's down to personal preference really. So I'm not sure which ones I prefer, but you always get a spare set of the sports alloys, alloy covers, alloy wheels on them, so you can change the wheels on them, which is quite good. The driver only has one face, he only has a happy face. Mind you, if I was driving Le Mans in a car like this, I'd probably be quite happy myself. So you put the driver in here, you've got to really push him all the way in and back, get his hands down, and then put the cover over. The cover is actually quite good because the cover is actually printed. I'll show you this. This is really, really good. The cover is really good, as you can see. It's printed, so if you want to build another Porsche racing car, you've got a nice cover there. But and you've got enough Porsche bits on it to actually make it look like a you've got enough Porsche bricks to make it look like a racing car, or you just get some stickers. There are people who actually 3D or actually print stickers onto paper as well. So it's got, like I said before, it's got they put the wing mirrors on as well. It's all seen in black, so it's quite good. The back looks pretty good. It's a racing car. It's not meant to look like uber amazing. Put some light bricks on the back there, it probably look really, really good. And I think that would be the way forward with one of these sets, to be honest with you. I think I'll put this bit on the wrong way round by the looks of it. So see which way that is meant to go. That's something else I have probably done wrong, so I'm just going to check this now. I don't feel it's an end of the world issue, but so get that view from the back again, bear with me. Sometimes when you build these things, you don't pay I'm going to make this constant on the back, so whichever way it goes, it will look okay. Bear with me on this. I do like to fiddle with the set, so, and plus I don't want comments saying it was if it's built wrong, I'd rather it built wrong completely rather than partially. Right. As you can see, it looks alright. It's very black on the back, so you can't really see it. You probably couldn't see that, but as you can see, move those around. You've got all the exhaust and light bits on the back. I do quite like the build itself. See if they've got a picture of the original, Faith. I think they have there. I think that is what it's meant to look like, and that's what it looks like. It looks alright. It does look good. It's a Speed Champion set, so basically it's not going to look too bad. I put them on the wrong way around according to Lego, so obviously you can't. They're not meant to be like that, but I'm going to keep mine like that because it's my build. I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference to. I don't think even a Porsche fan's going to get upset by that. I mean, the cockpit bit, the cover bit goes on there quite nicely. You can't really put the spanner or the spare bits on this one, which is quite a little bit frustrating. You haven't got anywhere to put his head. He comes with a hairpiece as well, which is quite nice, and a standard black helmet. A Porsche helmet probably would have been nice, but I don't think Lego are going to stretch to that. So, mind you, the effort they have put into this build, despite the fact the redundant doors they put on the side there, which I don't really think they probably could have got away with not using those, but I think they're just probably easy parts to get rather than just put a three. I'd personally put a 3x1 right-angled bar on there instead, to be honest with you. But it's nice to see the doors in the set but the doors won't help him in the event of something going wrong. Oh, but it's Lego, so it won't go too far wrong. But I'm just a bit picky like that. You've got the exhaust bits on there; they do look good. The engine bit goes on there. it's essentially, and that fin in the middle, that is really, really cool. The spoiler, you've got Porsche on the back there. Overall, I do quite, and then you've got on the front as well, you've got the front spoiler, the splitter and all the bits that keep it down at the front and stuff like that. I forget all the names of it. Haven't watched a decent motoring programs in ages, because there isn't any decent motoring programs in ages, and that's pretty controversial, but that is just my opinion. But overall, I do quite like it. It looks good. Those clear bricks on the front do add to the design of it, and the stickers do look good. Stickers on the side. I mean, overall, it does look good for what it is. I do think if I had this as just a display piece, it'd be all right. But I don't think this is going to be my favourite Speed Champions car. I do think there are a lot of better ones out there. I'm not sure I'd buy too many more of the racing ones, because I kind of like my Speed Champion sets to be able to put these spare parts somewhere, and there's nowhere to do it with this model. Absolutely nowhere to do it with this model, which would be a little bit of a drawback for me. But like I say, it's not really an end of the world issue, because if I really felt that strongly, I'll just pull the driver out, take his helmet and hat off, put the helmet in there, give him the spanner and the hairpiece, and you've got a nice little display set you've got a nice little display there of a nice car and the driver. But you probably want to keep the driver out of the sunlight as well, so it's a bit of a pros and cons thing. So, but these are just my views. But overall, it's a good set. It does look good. The alloy, the wheels on it look good. You can change the wheels on it. It's got everything a racing set should have. It does. They have got the curves probably as best as they can. They probably I can't see Lego be able to do a lot more with it on the curve. They've done a lot on the curves to make it look quite good, but Lego is very limited. There is a company called Kobe which actually does some, which probably would do better, but Kobe would be moulding their own bricks and stuff like that. So, and they are a bit more expensive. So, I have seen some of their sets out there, and I do think they bridge the gap between the Lego and the Airfix sets as well, because the Airfix sets tend to be specialised. They tend to be more geared towards Airfix. The Kobe tends to be more geared towards Lego. They're more geared towards Lego imitators. But there are people out there who are Lego purists. There's some people out there who would probably wouldn't entertain them. But there are some sets I probably would buy. But if I see stuff at the right price, I would always give it a try. But like I say, this is a good set. I picked it up at a good. If you can get it at a price you're happy paying for it, I would get it, because it does look good. It's got all the style on it. It does everything it needs to do, really, in my eyes. If I was going to have a display piece or just race it around, I would probably be okay with it. But I'd probably end up losing the hair piece and the spanner, which would be quite frustrating. And all the bits would probably end up in a Lego box when I was younger. But then it does look good. It would make a good desktop display piece as well. It does have a lot of good things going for it. It's not a very forgiving build, in my opinion, but 'cause if you do make a mistake, it doesn't really give you a lot of it doesn't really help you out, but you really have to look at it. But the end result makes it worth it, in my opinion. I can't really complain. You've got like a proper Porsche driver there, so you can't. It is properly licensed. It's got lots of Porsche bits on it. A Porsche windscreen and for a racing car in there. Got a helmet. So like I said earlier, I'm not sure if I said it on this video or the review on all the build. It could have done with a little. If they redesign this, they could probably make it a little bit bigger and put a little double printed double cheese piece with a display unit in there, which would make it really, really nice. But again, that's just me sort of looking for things that I would like. But as a toy, as a as a construction toy of a racing car, it's very good. It is very good. It does hit quite a lot of the a lot of things I would want from this particular build. If I just find a way to put the spanner here with the driver, it would be really nice. I think I may have found a way now. I think it just about all fits in here, but it does just about all fit in there, so you can keep it all together, which is good. So I do apologise on that, Lego. You have done a good job on that. So as a display piece toy, it's really good. It's I found it a bit of an unforgiving build personally, but overall quite happy with it, and it does look quite nice. I prefer the muscle cars and I prefer the muscle cars and all the other cars, but if I do get a chance to pick up with a racing car, I will give it a go, just in case it was me, just so I can say it wasn't me having a bad day or anything like that. So, but it does look quite nice. It doesn't feel, once it's together, it does feel reasonably solid. The colour scheme doesn't really work well on this video, but it does look good, and it does look like what it's supposed to. So overall, quite happy with it. So if you've liked this video, do feel free to like, share and subscribe. I have probably waffled on a bit too much in this video, but I'm just expressing my views. So if this is the sort of thing you like, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and then support the channel in any way possible. I'm on YouTube, Instagram and Threads if you're interested. So any support is appreciated, but support on YouTube and Instagram or Threads will always be helpful. Stay safe, keep building, drive safely as well, and hope to see you on an upcoming video. Thank you for watching.